Hey guys, welcome back. It's C-Rock. Here we are in the 8th episode of the Egyptian campaign. I'm about to assault Cyrene, or I've probably been saying it wrong every time now in the past, as I learned in the last episode, but I think it's Kyrene or something. I don't know. Whatever. But here we are. Basically, I have two armies. I'm going to pop a save beforehand, and they have an army and about 2 ships. And now we're going to go on in and set up our army. So we're going to go ahead and put the some ladders at the ends over here. Some of the ends of the wall. And I'm going to put one ladder over there at the edge there to go ahead and assault, too. I'm going to put some elephants, or one group of elephants at the center side, and we're gonna go ahead and set up some more troops over here to make it look like I'm attacking. The main contingent of my attack is coming in from this left side, so that way the AI can convert most of their troops over there. So now we're gonna go ahead and start the battle. I noticed that their navy was gonna come around. I thought they were gonna go ahead and land their troops on shore, and they might attack me or not land their troops inside their city, but they end up turning around. So I positioned some of my infantry to go ahead and maybe protect my siege defense if they were to go ahead and turn around. That's the first thing that I wanted to do. And then I'm gonna do something that I don't think I see too many people doing too often in a little bit, but first we're gonna go ahead and move up our siege ladders, get them a little bit closer, just so that everybody doesn't have to move too far when they're fully rested. You know, my reinforcements are coming in over here on the right side, so I'm gonna go ahead and move my one siege ladder that I had over here. They're gonna go ahead and get on the walls there. I'm gonna have these archers. I'm gonna go ahead and have them burn down the gate there. That's something I don't see too many people taking advantage of. The burning arrows. You know, you can use them to burn down the gates. You can use them to burn down wooden towers for fortifications. I mean, they're very helpful, you know. And I don't see people utilizing them in that way, at least on the internet. I don't know why, but hey, to each his own. So, I'm kind of looking for my general here right now to go ahead in the reinforcement army to move him off to the side. Just so that he doesn't participate, because when they have everybody coming in at the same time all together, you're just like, where is everyone? You know, in my army, my reinforcement army. It's just, I like that you can bring this many men on the field at the same time now, but it's just, I don't know. I guess I feel like it needs to be bigger. The bottom screen portion. It's hard to go ahead and see who you have to deal with. But it is nice that you can bring on, you know, a 40-man army now. I think this was one of the first games that allowed that at the same time, in the way of a Total War game, because the last one, Empire, I think was the last. Empire was before this? Wow. Empire was the last Total, well, no, not Empire, but Empire is the last Total War game that I played before this, but the last one before this was probably Shogun 2. And you might have been able to bring 40 in on that one. I don't know. I never really played Shogun 2, to tell you the truth. Anyways, back to the assault at hand here. I'm gonna go ahead and have these guys take out the gate, the wooden gate here too, which is actually probably iron, so I don't know why I can burn it down. Or it's made of something else, probably besides wood. But we are able to burn it down. So I ended up burning it down. And I was quite surprised that I could get in range to burn it down without even being affected by the arrows from the walls. You know, I thought I would be in range, but I guess I have quite the bit of range with my archers. So we're gonna go and have that group of archers fire on their troops as we have the other one burn down the wall. And I'm also setting up to do that off to the side here with my elephants. I'm bringing them on into the side there because I want to go ahead and also at that far left gate there. That one I also want to burn down. So we're gearing up all the infiltration points, I guess you could call them. That's what I'm going to refer to them as. So we have the first army on the walls there. And I'm gonna go ahead and have them come over and siege this, seize the gate over here on the side. They're going and seize that capture point. And then we're gonna go ahead and move the rest of my army on it. You know, from the reinforcement army mostly. Since there is nobody over on this side, this will completely fake them on out. You know, they weren't expecting this, I guess. The AI. I sometimes wonder how I would have played this if the AI is doing what I'm doing. You know? But anyway. So, we're moving those archers over there by the elephants. Moving through this army. They landed their navy on the inside their walls. So that was, I guess, kind of smart. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they could have used them outside. I don't know what they were. I think they were peltests, probably, which they maybe could have used to attack my my elephants when I wasn't looking or something. You know. Now I'm going to also burn down this one, but I decided to stop because I already have control of the walls at this point anyways, you know. It really just takes like one volley when you have like 3 or 4 of them like that. So here I am trying to figure out which troops I want to send in on this side, because I was going to try and decide which ones to send in on this side and in what order. Because I could send them a lot more of them all to the main gate. They'll run in the front there, too. But I decided not to send any of them that way. I don't think. I'm gonna go ahead and send some of them up the ladders too, to have them go up that way. And here we go. I'm going to bring these archers over there. Now that they're they've taken care of a bunch of those guys, I can have them fire on the troops that are on the wall there. We can see my troops who were about to kind of run away there. They were definitely wavering, but now that they saw the reinforcements, it looks like if you bring in more reinforcements or reinforce a group that is wavering, it appears that they will stop wavering now. It's something maybe that they something new that they put in with DEI. I don't know if it's new with DEI or new in the new updates. Most likely it's new with DEI. You know, they tend to add more stuff than CA ever will. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm moving in all of these guys at the same time here. I now have control of that gate, and I'm taking out that one. I guess those are archers or whatever the heck they are right there of theirs. I'm gonna go ahead and move in some troops over to this gate too. I want to go ahead and move in my archers first to go ahead and just secure the gate, and then move in my everybody else. I'll send my archers in over there. Just go ahead and get on top of the walls. But the main plan here is to go ahead and basically time out time the army that has current control of the place. Make it seem like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, come in from this one area and, you know, take a page out of the book of the Art of War. You know, make them see the left hand but not know what the right hand is doing, type of deal. I guess, right? Make them constantly look in one area, but as you're moving your forces in the other area. You know? Make them think that this is where you're coming in, but this is, but the other, in fact, actually, this is all a diversion. That's a great book, The Art of War, by Sun Tzu. Yeah. It probably says that somewhere in a different way in the book, but I'm paraphrasing, alright? I don't know the exact words. It's been a while since I read it. So, I'm going to go ahead and move my elephants on in through these guys in a little bit. Through that gate. And what I want to do is I want to go ahead and put this army mostly on that capture point, the main capture point that's in the center there in the citadel. Okay, that will start counting down the timer, and that will make me control the city. And at that point, I want to go ahead and attack to keep the main army busy, so that they can't come and retake the capture point and, you know, help them on out. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take this one. As you see, I'm taking the capture point right there by the gate with those archers at the front there. I'm gonna go ahead and take more of these capture points around for the towers and everything else. You know, those will fire on you, so you want to go ahead and take those capture points because they'll go ahead and then fire back on their troops if you have them, which is nice and useful. I believe in Attila, they just crumble and die. You know, they blow up or whatever, you know, after you take them. Which is, it's nice because then they're done for, but I kind of like it how it is in this game more because then you can use them to your advantage. You know, they're deadly though in this game now and in Attila. In Attila, they're the most deadliest thing in the world, in the game, I think. You know, you have the towers, they're just very accurate, which I don't know how. I would say that's not obviously historically correct because there's nobody in the tower, and the tower is firing at you. Oh god. But one thing that was done around that time, around, you know, I want to say, I'm not exactly real sure around the time frame, but I do know that the Pope outlawed crossbows for a little while in Rome when they were first starting to be used because of how deadly they were. You know, they were very, very deadly. And this is when they were first started being used in Rome. In fact, if you go back and look, some of the crossbows that were made later on in, you know, 400 BC-ish, I mean 480-ish time, excuse me, 80, they were being used in Rome and in Eastern Roman Empire. They were almost semi-automatic to a certain extent. You know, you could feed in 5 arrows at once, and you could go ahead and fire them all. Very deadly, you know, those weapons, as they turned out to be. But anyway, and that's something that you see later on, and I think in one of the campaigns in this game, you do get the ability to use gastrophytesis, which was something that Alexander used, you know, which was one of the very first crossbows, basically, a gastrophytesis. Yeah. They could fire, I want to say from 200 to 300 yards away, a nice size scorpion bolt and take out a guy, you know, or a group of guys, I guess. I don't know, maybe, but they were pretty deadly. Anyway, so I'm moving up more of my troops, and we're moving in. I decided to finally start assaulting this side of the wall to go ahead and keep them more busy on that side so they can't attack me. But even though that I have heavily guarded this area over here, it'd be very hard for them to even take it back. And we have completely almost taken the capture point right there. So I wanted to, I guess, get this over with, maybe attack them a little bit, you know. They are killing my archers over there, so that's something that they're doing. But I've taken this capture point over there too, the gate. So I'm gonna go ahead and start attacking their walls to go ahead and take them. I decided, what the heck, I'll go ahead and move on in, assault the walls. Might as well. We're gonna go ahead and move in with our elephants, actually make some use of them this time around, and attack these guys. They are bringing up their, I think those are archers. They did have a lot of archers if you look at the composition of their army. So I ended up attacking them with I wanted to stampede them, stampede through there with my elephants, you know. And we're gonna go ahead and move these troops more on up. I wanted to get most of my troops on up to the middle there. You know, kind of attack from two ways at once. Squish them in between. They'd be the marshmallow to my s'mores, per se. Yeah, the enemy is my marshmallow to my graham crackers on each side. My s'mores. An interesting euphemism right there, I guess. I don't know. Now they're bringing out their cavalry here. This is something that I've never actually seen the AI do. They're bringing out their cavalry, archers or cavalry spearmen, to attack my troops, and they're actually concentrating on my my ladders right there to take care of my ladders, which is something that you should do. You know, you go ahead and kill the men that are on the ladders so they don't actually end up doing anything to continue going up the walls. Especially the ones that are on the ladders, they're mostly they're keeping busy climbing up the walls and everything. So here I am using my elephants to go ahead and run stampede on through the bottom there to keep everybody else busy, and then I'm attacking the group there. I wanted to take those guys off of fire arrows because they were kind of making. If you keep your archers on fire arrows and you have them attack a area that has your troops in it, it might make your troops also waver along with their troops. So it's something to kind of keep an eye on. You don't want to have that your troops wavering from your own arrows, you know. Arrow fire. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring these guys on in from the side here. They recaptured that tower over there. I wanted to go ahead and recapture it back from them. I probably could have just left everything because now it's counting down quite a bit. We're at 1, and we've completely captured the city. Decisive victory, you know. There you go. End battle. I hardly even needed to fight their army. You know, that's how you have to do it. You know. Now we're gonna go ahead and occupy it, and this saves a lot of my army, so I can go ahead and now remove a lot of what I have in my army to go ahead and move them back towards the other group that's in my lands. Their army that's in the lands that escaped me from the last episode. If you don't remember that, they moved an army right around where I had my other 2 armies. They kind of, you know, went right around the side. It was kind of tricky. I didn't expect the AI to do that, you know. I kind of liked seeing that, you know, seeing something that you don't expect the AI to do, especially in this game, you know. Where in vanilla, they do so much that you're just like, you're doing the same old stuff. Anyway. Now that I've actually captured that city, you will notice, we'll go over and look at the AI army over there. They're actually starting to lose, take attrition. Because the city that I captured was their main core supplies. And now they're taking attrition because they don't have the ability to get supplies from that city. So as you see, they are taking attrition. You see it off to the right corner there. They have the little attrition bar over them. And we'll go ahead and see them in a little few minutes here. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and see if I can go ahead and get a trade agreement with these guys again. They won't trade with me because they're at war with the Grammaticans, and I'm trading with them. So there's actually a reason behind it, at least, you know. It's kind of understandable, even though they were trading me with me at one point, and then they canceled the trading agreement because of that, too. But, as you can see, they are going to take attrition next turn. Especially since they're in the desert, too. So, checking on the rest of my cities. Jerusalem over here. I can't build this yet, but I am going to be able to build that when the when that technology is upgraded. And Agulia, I think is how you say that. Probably not. Is the name of the city. The Nasamonians. I'm trading with them, actually, so I don't know. I don't really want to attack them. You know, I want to make better relations with them since I am trading with them. I think I was getting like 400 per turn from them, and actually, in fact, since I've conquered the Cyrene over there, or that city, they asked to become a satrap of mine. So. And they wanted to pay payments from me, 300 payments. I'm like, let's see if I can get some money out of them. So I find out that it's high success. So I was like, I'm going to demand some money from them. So I wanted to get some money from them. So now I'm going to go ahead and get as much as I can from them. And I end up getting 1,200. Or just 600, Oh, nope, I'm going back to 12. Because that's moderate, and that's... Usually, they go for moderate. And now I have a satrap, I gain a satrap out of that, a protectorate. So that really brings up my income now. So, I mean, if you remember the last episode, my income was going down. It was really kind of hurting here and there. And now it's back on up to 2,876, So it's doing very good now. I came back from... potentially being bankrupt. So they are paying me satrap-wise 678 per turn, plus the trade agreement that they have to me that we are, trading, and I think I'm getting a trade of like 400 or something from them, and I'm seeing what else I can go ahead and who else I can trade with. Trade is very lucrative in this game, why some certain states I don't just trade with you, it's interesting. I don't know why. In some cases, other cases, you can kind of see why. More in DEI, you can see why than you can in vanilla. Vanilla, they're just like, I don't want to trade with you. Why? I don't know. No reason. Okay. And the comments that they have back to you, it's very interesting too. So I'm moving my troops around a little bit. I wanted to go ahead and move most of my strong, fully upgraded troops outside of the army. Let the other ones in the army heal on up and everything, so they can go ahead and attack the other army in a little bit. So here's the end of this turn, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Hit like and subscribe. All right, bye.